Yamo bibi akwa abade aba smart Ghana update so we news update for kra ne de ba beso mu abusua alankojo chematin chiremu a ono ofiri aban bi mu ena eba na wo so wo ka se sika amanfo ewia na waban mu o ka se obiebie so a enye ne ena ebewie esanse wo se omu wia pa na yade so se omu gusu wia ne dendenden e wa aban mu a chese ha ema no enso so ha economy na ema ne ka amanfo na omo te oman mu no eno kra na ya na ye ne ya pa eno anu wo chiremu a enya de se wo no obetimi ansa e de ama President Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo da efa corruption eni sikawia a eguso ekoso e wa aban mu a chese wo chiremu a ade se dodo na epiepiem wa bra omode contract nso so emema amanfo wanhwe a obeka se ebia hotel bi ena obi tokeke ana nso se ebia eye contract na omode to abonten ena so se na obi di akwakoje eso so wuram a wia amanfo ewia ska e wa aban mu no ono alankojo chematin okase wo chiechire mu mpa ade ebechi abusua yakwa akuti wono angasa ne etoso mienu so wa chire mu se ode obi a including omo wa aban mu ene Jubilee House for ne se omumra bontin se one district one factory no a ono ankasa ede na adwen ene boboy ede bre aban no ade se wankoso ntokwa a esanse proposal na ode bai a ye kama no almost sa ni nyina ena omde koma 150 a o Jubilee House a chese ska a ye 1 cedi kra no enya de se omo disburse anase omo release 1 cedi mpo e de course a program a omo gina so e de aye campaign ama amanfo no e de ato aba ama omo abusua yenti mra
governor said the same every
corruption
the cost of corruption to the economy nana se bebie no ma so a ebe o ya Ghana for beka se o sika nipa wiawia ene ye gusu wia se enu yetimi si anu nko a
omu wia ho
ke yanse ke beko IMF na se kan ka ye si MPP aban ko an kan ye ke beka se o ane ye ntu om no nko na wo hwe all the past administrations NDC MPP se ntokwa omoko no se who is more corrupt?
One area be brepa.
I want to be. Where's it now? Who's so by now? So corruption fine. Where's so corruption fine? I don't want me to know. No, be what me in the book. I can say, I've never been corrupt. I'm not corrupt, and I will never be corrupt. But me see me boy negana police away to my casa. Now I say, what do you want to say? Is zero tolerance for corruption.
Almost Akufo-Addo can the same thing.
Hey, me twin be jina nya no mo bia o. Me sramo. Me come asem. Ana me sramo. Enti ana first one say wo hwa me chapter on corruption. Enya say I say wo kwa ka say me that will never be corrupt no. The first thing is say we a leader no. You must have the political will and the courage to ensure, say, people around you that they have no room and opportunity to continue remaining around you if
they engage in corrupt practice.
Was
it demonstrate leadership of personal integrity and political will to fight corruption and take decisive action against politically exposed persons involved in corruption-related activities? That is not what we are seeing today.
Corruption was them. When you have a government, both within the government officials and outside, these cases of corruption and Kofi can want them. And no say back and forth, wake up. And I'm going to say, and people in Kwansemo. NDC Braswa, the same thing. So it means either of the two parties. One more record on corruption, it cannot be defended. It is a either of them. Ama akosi saying, say what you say. Number two, they have not been able to deal with corruption. And he said, even if the leaders themselves and corrupter. The legislation to deal with corruption. And no also bet me a critical problem. And notice how say as a lawyer, or even when you're a lawyer, we share the provisions in so many enactments. I see dealing with corruption.
What you said, 1960 Act 25.
You can understand why there's a problem.
Okay.
Office of Special Prosecutor.
Okay.
That's what deal with corruption. Yoko see what deal with corruption. Shiraji see what deal with corruption. Once an answer, same be by Office of the Special Prosecutor. I say, or cite will be for corruption or investigating. A drew Yoko say, or no there, who any corruption, it will be him. And she can call back. What the business and you have Shiraji. So on the major. The issue is that, say, when you have different laws with different perspectives on what is corruption, it's not a problem. And may say we will isolate all provisions in respect of corruption. Just a mrabia as a deal with corruption. Yengi and free some random na yenkanyi so that we can have one legislation law on corruption. Say we be the definition of corruption.
Oko at 29 more a different definition.
But be all local law
or also different.
Yes, we go with ma. And she say yeah, kase we need one legislation for that. And no such legislation now. You see, okay, in the third point, amend
the constitution to establish and appoint an anti-corruption Caesar with independent
anti-corruption czar.
Okay, with independent prosecutorial authority separate from that of the Attorney General.
And no church mukakra. Special prosecutor. Or no, to me, any authority award to prosecute cases in respect of corruption derived from the authority of the Attorney General.
Right.
And in the Constitution, yes, he's supposed to be an independent constitutional body, but technically he's not. If it's only 2 minutes Attorney General.
So the independence is not there.
The independence is limited and constrained. And what we are saying is, this new legislation on corruption, the appointment of a son, the Kazan, I'm not from Pocan, say, Amega on corruption. Now, I say, or no do a Kasa a final. And also, the new legislation I proposal will give him the authority to prosecute anybody without resort to the Attorney General. Because on deriving the authority to prosecute, he doesn't derive that from the Attorney General. Now that independence alone means, he said, even the president, any government in power, may president, and I'm also and I am saying, that independence of the son, obey me, prosecute me, I'm your president, enemy officials, I will have no.
You will have an amendment of the Constitution.
No right with the new legislation to be able to challenge his authority. It's any of us were completely independent. There should be also so. May say, review the Procurement Act. Ghana has say, open baby a corruption. Yetimi a hona ye nature corruption power from the Procurement Act. Government contracts. Laura, so who a private man now corruption is free and ever. Corruption, we a private man now who call project. Corruption, corruption do na every government contracts. I dare no say $5. Na ubi say mayano $10. Na $5 no. So the government is paying $5 more for the same item. Now, and no make us say, and only the source, the major source, not the only source, but the major source of corruption there. Number one source under the Government Procurement Act, any sole sourcing. And also we will abolish sole sourcing. Completely. So, MPP now you can, and this is sole sourcing. Ana bibia chese so there na nka okateche oyama contenti chese wo de o twan say Alan emra oba contract so bet my own me say we there no tender Katachi, would have fat Nakoye. Suddenly, so saucy.
So saucy.
There's a one contract value be a baby, I said, because they're so saucy. Now, say, kind. Nearby a intimate so a MPP kind, 120 so. Now, if I almost could see a soul source in there. Maybe simple be president, me time, I don't want any soul sourcing. Ma umbia me whom he say, and now Alan, me boa and answer, no of a new and I, it's contract ready, farmer men quiet, book quiet competition, men qualify. Say, no, any party woman need to swear. I'm not going to do that, I'm wame. And she's so sourcing. Upo, Pamno, Jano, I know there, year from. Now, Obianco compete. O compete now, fine. And only the near can. I first soon, you say, we must, as citizens, be watchdogs against corruption.
So empower civil society anti-corruption organizations.
Yes.
And strengthen partnerships between civil society and related public agencies by providing direct and indirect support, including but not limited to access to funds.
Yes. Yeah, I buy, I say, if you say,
Money Ghana mo.
Zagayan Kwani Kandia. That's a me and Kassan meant me and did the making so. Now, before Frobi any outside government, obey me a catch ora. Who president Ediano, who can say any say, who better who can be different. Me and me say, Messa empower civil societies. I'm one more to me. I should say, me, my cat, na me ya. May empower more to bring normal into the open. Anna, I feel so, ya can. I me say anti-corruption award scheme. Her corruption, we are the say a funny person of corruption never. And the TB will be who say idea no corruption related. And tia no the empower ni passe. Say what you na the ananka we who say and no bit mama Ghana akoye dia. That's a utimi nya kukudro. E the evidence ba. Said ora ade oye. Say minister say officer bi oye bi no ade oye no bema corruption ayaba
ye be award o
e ba award o
nipa na ba beka no
na me say wu no be hu no ma nipa be pie
whistleblowers ne ba beka
we crap whistleblower ne dey na say wo koka but we no ye specific to corruption ayi so
it will be for corruption
award
say ye be man award
yeah anti-corruption award.
I know in the US, Drubebina Oka corruption near G Scanwa, Yama, percentage. And one house will be a duty maybe who say, way we are Scania, Kodiscanwa. Now, one will have a bomb and a pecker crab. Now, encouraging Grofamo Macaramo. Chief, I'm ready to Yabasha and public sector reforms are there, but I will say, one state, I think this is ministerial roles now, okay.
Ministerial roles.
Also, kind of also reduce the size of government, including appointing not more than 40 ministers, composed of one Attorney General. Attorney General, the end of the by constitution. That is Article 88, statutory requirement. Finance, economic, trade, and industry.
Makabum. Adenti. If you say, so we call Japan, we call Korea, any idea now? A boom. They are the most powerful ministries. So Ghana has say, so Minister of Finance, any Minister of Trade and Industry, say, Omo Kabomwa, near Jinkopa, problems you wouldn't have solved.
Oh, Namo Kabum Magri.
They say, maybe time, you be Kabum.
And I'm
one person.
Oh, near a.
Now then, talk now, maybe I'll comment. Say, make us say, one district, one factory, Tio, 1D, 1F. Obia maybe they are drinking Cassie Abba. Yadia campaign ama Yahweh power. I don't want him say Yaba power no. Yadi one district one factory.
Emma give to Hino Credo.
I share office of the president. And I'm on Yahweh.
And then you see a yiska, the discover about what you flew.
Make say with a mumbisa. Make openly. Mobia no Obia come to me challenge me. Make a say it is not right. It is not right. Into secretary or Mati Ekutem, Namsum Kutam Adim. And I just say, yeah, Fay, a Koba say, a binary prince to say, a Ministry of Trade, a program. Anna, I just say, a war. Nanso, San Kasaka can put a temple and say, Yebi, office of the Yebi Sumpo. That's Kababa. When him say, programmer ya born Deurama NPP aba power. When you say the whole of 2017, not even one city was allocated to was disbursed
for the year
for one district.
One factory.
The whole of 2017. So, say say on authority, say a government a budget in a day now. They were boy in 2017 first year, even though it me a proposal my parliament approve say a budget for one.
But one city cry release
was not disbursed.
It will come.